Before I get into today's video, I just want to give a shout out to Grandma for giving me this hoodie. It has my channel name on it, and it's going to be backwards in the camera. But hey, regardless, I'm the only one in the world with this hoodie, if you really think about it. So she's helping me be more and more unique every day. So thank you, Grandma. Thank you for the support. Love you. So let's get into today's subject matter. So the two main reasons that you are not getting the manifestations, or it seems like it's taking forever, or you just think it doesn't work, and this is just like hippy dippy BS, right? So there's two main reasons for those of you that are impatient and don't feel like hearing my explanations for each one. The first one is you are attributing human thinking to God's rules, to the universe's rules, to source, something that created you. You are trying to like recreate it. That's not how this works. All right. And then the second one is you are too attached to a specific outcome. Okay. And I talked about both of these in previous videos, but sometimes it's important to reiterate because, repetition is the key to learning. So I'm going to just keep on saying the same thing over again in different ways. Right. So number one, we are trying to attribute our human thinking to God level thinking, to universal creation. Right. And what do I mean by that? We are trying to tell the being, we are trying to tell the force, we are trying to tell the whatever that can create planets, that cycle the sun and have these interactions with each other. And we're trying to tell that being, whatever you call it, God, source, universe, whatever. We're trying to tell that being what to bring us into life and how to do it. That's like a first grader trying to tell a 12th grader math. Well, I have two pens and markers. That's two. I'm better at math than you. Meanwhile, the 12th grade is over here doing geometry, trigonometry, algebra, whatever, right? It's kind of crazy when you think about it like that. You're trying to tell the creator of all things how to do its job. You don't understand that the universe, that God is operating at divine timing, okay? Divine timing. And that already is above our pay grade because we use it, but we don't know what it is. Divine timing is outside of linear time that we live in as humans. We live in a linear time frame. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, January, February, March. All right. This is how we live. So we think everything is supposed to set into our little time. Time truly doesn't even exist up there. But for us to explain it, we just call it divine timing, okay? Whenever it's ready, it will come to you. Just like when you go to a restaurant and you order your food. You don't order your food and then walk back to the kitchen. No, you order your food and you sit there with whoever you're with, you chat it up until it comes in. That's what we need to understand. Our human thinking is like we like cause and effect, but we are doing cause and effect at a higher level, and some of us don't understand that, okay? And the easiest way to kind of a little bit of tinfoil hat time, but you have to understand that you haven't been taught your divinity. You haven't been taught how to use these laws. You haven't been taught that. If you were never taught how to drive a car, you would not know how to drive the car. You'd be like swerving and crashing on things because you wouldn't know what each thing did. Okay, so if you're not taught how to utilize the divine laws, then you're not going to know how to use them. And you're going to start watching videos like this and other YouTubers out there that teach you about manifestation. You see, you have to go out there and learn it first. And then once you get a understanding of it, then you're like, okay, I actually have no control over this. All I do is place my order and it comes in some crazy way. Simple, right? But you have to think about it. How I said first grader, 12th grader. There's also kindergarten, okay? And kindergarten is for the people that really, really, really have not explored their spirituality. These are the same people that get all of their information from the news, from the mass news outlets. If anybody says anything against the government, oh no, see, that wasn't on the news, therefore it can't be real. And they believe everything that comes on TV, television program, telling your vision what to be programmed with. That's my tinfoil hat speech. But you really have to think about it, and this is my last point. At least in public schools in America, don't you find it kind of strange that since kindergarten, we stand up and we say the Pledge of Allegiance? Why is it that we are saying I pledge allegiance to the flag? You do realize that every single day you are performing a ritual. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say this manifestation stuff is demon work, devil work, and all this type of stuff, but you're literally performing a ritual every morning before school. I pledge allegiance, I pledge my soul to the flag of the United States. Like, you don't find that weird? You don't find that weird that you're pledging your allegiance to something before you even really know what it is? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of sketchy. But anyway, let me hop off my soapbox real quick. So just keep that in mind. Once you start becoming more spiritually aware, once you become more attuned to yourself and hearing that voice that's always telling you the right thing to do, manifestation becomes easier because now you're taking the human aspect out of it. Your human aspect is done when you set your intention. Okay, I believe this to be true, that I am a business owner. You know, I'm a happily married man. Oh, I'm a leading fashion industry person, whatever it is that you want, and you start to believe it. This thing called your intuition, your higher self, the inner voice will start talking to you and start pushing you in the right direction. Or some things will come to you. But once again, that's all the divine stuff. That's all the stuff that's above our pay grade to know. We just need to know how to use it. Okay? That's it. The second one is you are too attached to a certain outcome. So for example, right, let's bring this back down to our young people level. You know, ladies, you could definitely attest. If I'm a dude and I really want to be with you, and I don't do it in like a really like suave way or anything like that, but I'm just like, I wake you up with the text messages, I'm bombarding your phone, I'm in your DMs, I'm all over the place, wherever you are, I'm here. You as a woman are gonna be like, yo, could you like not like, and you're gonna start pushing, I'm gonna start pushing you away, right? So that's pretty much what's going on with your manifestations. Some of you, right, like it's cool, like, and then once again it comes to different techniques, but it's cool to like really want something and keep feeding it your energy. That's fine. It's when you are like, okay, let's just say you try to manifest some chapstick, and let's just say it has to make it to me in order for me to have it. What you are really doing is like, I want this chapstick, and you're like, I want this chapstick, I want this chapstick, and it's going to start going away from you. Why? Because all you were doing is implying that you want the chapstick. I want the chapstick. That implies that you don't have it. When you start to make it natural, right? Like think about it. A natural relationship between men and women, it's just an attraction. Attract. The things just naturally come together. The term there is natural. You need to like really think about it. It's like, okay, natural. Yo, I got this chapstick. My lips feel like moisturized. You know, this is normal. Then boom, it comes into your life. Because you're not trying to bring it in, because trying means you're not it. You don't have that thing that you're trying to manifest. You see what I'm saying? Trying. If you have to try to get something, if I had to try to be Prince, that means I'm not Prince. You see what I'm saying? That means I'm Bob and I'm trying to be somebody else. I'm Prince. It's natural because, you know, I've been working with it for about 26 years now. So I think I'm pretty good at being me. You see what I'm saying? But let's just say, for example, you know, let's just bring it back to relationships. You're trying to manifest a relationship and you feel like you have to, once again, you're not, kind of going back to the first principle, you're not like listening to yourself. All right. You said, I want to have a nice relationship. So you start putting yourself in different places to hopefully it'll happen. No, this is one of those things where you'll just happen and you'll be going to the grocery store. You run into Mr. and Mrs. Right. You know what I'm saying? You go to a concert and someone drops something in front of you. Boom, boom, boom. It's how naturally things occur. You have to have it on the inside. You have to have it. You know, like for rich people, right? A rich person does not wake up in the morning and be like, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. You're already rich. You just are it. So you have to love yourself first. You know, you have to love and be in that relationship in your mind already. You know, that's the only way it becomes natural. You have to be the change you want to be in the world. You see what I'm saying? But when you're so attached to something, that means you're almost holding it hostage. You know, like a tick. Like, you know, like a tick crawling on your skin and attaches itself to you. It's not good. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's not good when something is attached to you. But if you want something, like if you go in somewhere in like some like Chinese countries or wherever, where they have like the monkeys just running around on the streets and just jumps on your shoulder, it's cute, it's adorable. So, oh, you can stay there. See, there's a difference between attraction and attachment. Because when he's done with you, he's just gonna dip. He's just attracted and he's like, okay, my time's done. I'm gonna hop off and go chase the next person. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that made sense. Number one, you know, you're trying to attribute human thinking to the universe that literally created you, and you're trying to tell it how to create. You know, try to understand how all your atoms split apart and mitosis and all that type of stuff in your mother's womb and made you. You can't do that. You have a general concept of what you've been taught, but some people also need to graduate from kindergarten and start to think for themselves and trust that intuition that's been telling them and guiding them their entire lives. You know, we need to understand that we have been given two options: be a rebel or be a conformist. And both of those are the options given to us by society. You know, it's pretty much was bringing back down to first grade. You have red Legos, you have yellow Legos. And they say, here, pick which one you want to use. Meanwhile, there's blue Legos, white Legos, there's Legos that look like people, there's vehicles, there's all those things we could have been using over there. But they tell us, here, pick these two. And we live our entire lives thinking that we can only use and build those two Legos. You see what I'm saying? That's what this whole thing is. That's what this whole metaphysical community, manifestation community is about. You know, it's like, wait a minute. Hey, yo, I looked in the toy box over there. We had more stuff we could have been playing with. Yo, let me bring this out to the class. Let me show y'all what's going on. You know, and that's pretty much what this is. You know, the more that you start to go back into that toy box and say, hey, yo, whoa, there's a lot more stuff I could have been playing with. You've been telling me my entire life I've been playing with these two options? Then your life just opens up, right? And that's what the whole spiritual journey is. When you start to go through and look at all these different ways of life, and you're like, wow, these are awesome. What sticks with me? And you start to utilize that. For me, I'm just really big into universal law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? And using that. But some people might find the same thing through their yoga. They might find it through their tarot. They might find it through rituals and spells. Do your thing, you know? I'm here for that. You know, come and teach me what you know. If you become a master at anything, I'm ready to go. You know, show me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my quick video on that. I hope that helped somebody. I hope that made sense. I hope that came at the right timing for somebody. If you want me to clarify anything, feel free to let me know. Also, you know, I'm always open to suggestions about making certain types of videos, maybe law of attraction, maybe crystal stuff. I have a few of those on the way. Anything like that, you know, I usually just spit out what I know and just see what sticks in the world. But if y'all want to hear something specifically, semen retention, law of attraction, manifestation, spiritual stuff, let me know. If I know enough about it, I'll talk about it. And if I don't, I'll let you know that I don't know anything about that. I'm very fair, I'm very honest. So yeah, hope y'all learned something. To the next one.